Oh, it is a boy. As you can already tell at the title of this video, we are pregnant. I just wanted to do kind of a sit-down video because I've been documenting bits and pieces of our pregnancy. To be honest, I haven't done as much because I feel like I've just been so busy with work and life that, you know, whenever I get the chance to, I'll try to take pictures or take little videos of different moments that we've had that we can celebrate the pregnancy or just prepare for it essentially. But right now, as I'm filming this video, it's actually January 2nd of 2023. I am officially actually 22 weeks tomorrow, so I'm halfway through my pregnancy, which has been insane. First trimester was a little bit rough. I will probably insert some clips of our trip when I found out I was pregnant. I found out on September 1st, so it was actually around almost 3 weeks before our honeymoon. And so I was just in a couple weeks in, and when we were at our honeymoon, it was a 30-hour travel day, which was a toll on my body itself because I was exhausted and I wasn't eating a lot at all during that first trimester. I actually lost 10 pounds. I had a lot of, not even just food aversion, I just didn't want to eat. Like, I had no appetite at all. I think honestly all I ate for first trimester was fruits, vegetable, or like raw vegetable in ranch dip. I think I had toast every now and then, but it was really bad because during the honeymoon, it was a long awaited trip of ours. We went to Maldives, which was super insane. We waited, you know, 2 years essentially to go on this honeymoon, and it was such a dream to be there. Like, aside from me just not eating, I think we enjoyed as much as we can. The weather was kind of turbulent. It rained and it had crazy winds, and then it was sunny next second, so we were able to still snorkel around. We weren't able to do a lot of the excursion because of the weather, but we enjoyed the spot a lot. It was really great because we told them I was pregnant, so they made sure to modify the massage for me so that I was comfortable at all times and it was pregnancy safe. But it was really great. And then I think coming back was like, oh my gosh, reality kind of hit. Like, a couple weeks after, I was out of my first trimester, I think sometime in November, if I remember correctly. And that was when we felt comfortable enough to tell everyone that we're pregnant, that we're expecting. And then we did our gender reveal actually on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with our families, which was really nice.
What is your guess?
Guess.
Boy. What's your guess, Winwood?
What's your guess?
Boy or girl?
Girl or boy?
Girl?
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
Boy.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, wait, you can't say. I don't know why I'm not going to chocolate.
Oh!
Perfectly timing wise, 20 weeks hit like the week of Christmas, so we were able to find out the gender between John and I. I have that clip, I'll insert it in here.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so we just had our 20-week ultrasound checkup to do all the measurements of the baby. She said the baby is measuring fine even though my belly is very small. And then she showed us some pictures, and John is convinced it's a boy because there was one picture that made it kind of obvious, but not really. It could be the umbilical cord, but she gave us an envelope, and then we were gonna find out between
I'm looking at it right
John
now.
and I.
I'm pretty sure it's a boy.
And he's determined it's a boy.
Alright, here we go.
I keep having dreams of
It's
girls.
a big boy.
Aw.
I already know it.
Good.
Is it pepper? Or is that color?
I see it.
What
Oh, it is a boy.
Oh.
She wrote it on a piece of paper.
Oh, she just wrote it on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
Oh my
just
god.
give me a picture. Oh my god. We found out that we were having a baby boy. We kind of had an inkling for a pretty long time that it was going to be a boy because I like to low-key toot my own horn, thinking that I can kind of tell the gender of the baby based off of the shape of
people's bumps when they're pregnant. So I can tell mine was significantly low. Like I can suck in like all the air in my stomach and it would literally be like my abs or like the top of my torso, and then it's just like a little lump on the bottom. So it's almost like a teardrop. And I know that if you are expecting a girl, you're typically more rounder and a little bit more fuller on the top. And right at the beginning of my pregnancy, I was like, I don't think that's me, because it took a long time for me to even see a bump. I think realistically, I didn't see a bump until 18 weeks. At 15 weeks, I look normal. Like I look like I wasn't even pregnant. I think that's why people didn't really know. 18 weeks, I started having like a little something. But even like first thing in the morning, I look pretty flat. And then it's only throughout the day when I'm eating, drinking lots of water, then you start to see a little something forming. But I'm pretty sure that's just like a food baby at that point. But I'll show you how I look at 22 weeks. It's a little small bump still. I think this little baby is just a little tiny. But we did our ultrasounds, we went to the OB, and they said everything looked great at the 20-week checkup. So I'm not too worried. I'm trying not to kind of think so much about the size of my bump, because I've seen other people at this stage of their pregnancy and they're showing so much more. I was definitely a lot worried because I was worried that maybe I wasn't eating enough. But the doctor just reassured me and baby is healthy. So I'm just gonna trust on their words that I am fine. But I'm just trying to prepare during the holidays as much as I can, since I have about 10 days off, to just clean the house, declutter, start preparing different storage stations around the house where I can store baby's toys, changing tables, start setting up whatever furniture I got. I got a couple of things on sale, clothing-wise for the baby, which was really nice. And then I started working on our registry and our baby shower guest list. We're still, I think registry, I think I've kind of spent 8 days mulling over it, tweaking it, figuring out different brands, researching. I think I'm at an okay spot. And then I think baby shower guest list, I still need to kind of go through it because my sister wanted to plan it for us since it's our first baby. That's really exciting. But yeah, I'm 22 weeks. I am a little anxious, a little excited, becoming parents with John. I think this is a really big chapter for us, but an exciting one because especially on his side of the family, this is the first grandchild. So I think everyone's really looking forward to that. Definitely, I would say, was it planned? Yes and no. If that answers it properly. We were actually thinking about trying after the honeymoon, but fortunately we got lucky somehow on our first try. You know, we were just practicing and we got pregnant. And I'll tell you a little story before I kind of end this video here. But I started, I think when we were thinking of trying, I started downloading like an ovulation app because I just genuinely thought, and again, I'm so bad at this, I genuinely thought you just do it and then you'll just get pregnant. I didn't know that there was times when you're ovulating, when you're supposed to do it, so that there's a higher chance of getting pregnant, or when you can get pregnant. No idea, clueless. Definitely was not paying attention in science class. And so when I downloaded the app, I think we were trying to prepare for my next ovulation. And then the app was saying, okay, if you don't get your period on September 1st, like just have a pregnancy test. And the whole time I was thinking with surprising John when finding out we're pregnant is that I wanted to do the test myself, find out, and then somehow figure out a surprise with him. But I'm the worst at keeping secrets. I'm very open with him. And I tell him everything. So I was telling him like, okay, the app says tomorrow, like if I don't get my period, like I should take a test. He's like, do you even have tests? And I was like, yeah, like I do. I actually pre-bought a bunch of tests because I go shopping with him all the time. So I'm like, okay, the one time I go grocery shopping, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of pregnancy tests, hide it from him so that I can have a bunch of tests that I can use when we are trying. And so I was like, okay, like, so I woke up September 1st and I was gonna go into the office. So I go at 6 a.m. because my go train was at 6:30. I'm like, okay, like I'm just gonna pee on a stick. Like, what the heck? I've never peed on it before. Like, let's just try and see. I peed on it. I flipped it over. I went to brush my teeth, do my makeup, do my hair, basically just get ready for work. And then I was like, okay, like it's been 3 minutes. Like I'm just gonna flip over the test and see, like it's probably gonna be negative. I flipped it over and you guys will probably see the clips. Like, I was in shock. I was like so confused. I was like, what the heck does 2 lines mean? And then I only realized, oh my gosh, like, we're pregnant. Like, what were the chances? Like, this app is like, take a pregnancy test at September 1st, and he's like, because if not, like, you might be pregnant. Yeah, I was in shock, and this was like 6 something in the morning, and I was like in like disbelief almost, because I'm like, how is this, what, like, what? And then I woke up John. I was gonna keep it from him, but it was like 6 in the morning. I was kind of like in a state of panic at this point, because I'm like, oh my gosh, do I go in the office or not? Because I want to take more tests, but I didn't realize you're supposed to pee in a cup and then dip your test, so you have that pee to do different pregnancy tests on. I literally just peed on the stick, and so I flushed all that pee away, and I didn't have the urge to pee at all. So I was like, crap, I only have this one test, and I feel like I'm not 100% sure. So then I told John, because he usually expects me to like leave to go to office, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna work. I told him at 6 something a.m. He's like groggy. He's like, what? Like, what do you mean? You guys can see in the clip. You have to come to light. It's really apparent.
Oh,
but I don't have any more. I don't have any more pee in me.
you have any more pee in you? There's such a pee. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
the end of it. I'm shaking.
Are you actually?
I don't know. When I told him, like, I think I'm pregnant, he was also in shock, because at 6 in the morning, he literally just woke up. We were just both in shock that, like, we were actually pregnant, because I don't think we were really expecting so. It was definitely like a shocking moment for us. And then throughout the day, I think it really hit us. And I took another clip of like, I'm taking, I think 2 other pregnancy tests that I had left, a digital one and then the one with 2 lines. Okay, I just had to remove my headphones because I literally took a test 6 in the morning. I was supposed to go into the office, but then I took a test and it showed up like super positive right away. So then I was like, okay, no, like I think I need to stay home today, like figure my stuff out. And I tried to do 2 other tests and tried to pee. I thought I peed on it, totally missed. So I had to wait even longer. So this is probably like my 3rd pee of the day, and I like finally just decided to pee in a cup so I can just stick the stick in. So I just was like, forget it, I'm gonna take 2 tests. So then I would take a total of 3, because I still don't think I'm pregnant. But I literally waited less than 3 minutes on this test and it's like already showing. I also just did a digital test as well. So I'm gonna see. Oh yeah, I'm 100% sure pregnant, which is crazy. It's the 1st of September. Is our honeymoon month. It's our 2-year anniversary month. This is probably like a year of moving into this house. So there's just like a lot of emotions. I'm just gonna wait. John's in a meeting upstairs. Yeah, so I'm just waiting on the digital pregnancy test to say how long I've been pregnant for. I took it and then I think seeing positive on that, and that was my 3rd pee of the day. And then when I saw how quickly the 2nd line came up, I was like, oh, I'm like definitely pregnant, because I know when it comes to pregnancy tests, you're supposed to take it, I believe, the 1st pee, because I believe that's where like all the, I don't know, hormones or whatever that needs to be tested, like will tell you you're pregnant. It's more, I think, like prominent, like the hormones were there, first P. But this was my third one, so I didn't really think that it would turn my test instantly. So I think after taking that test, and then I went up to John and was telling him, like, it was still a work day for us. Like, I told him, I think like we're really, really pregnant, because this test literally showed pregnant instantly. And I think that's when it really set in. I started crying a little bit because I was just like, I think all my emotions were sinking in from the morning of. But yeah, it's been a crazy roller coaster. I feel thankful that I haven't had too bad of a pregnancy so far. I think the worst that I've dealt with was first trimester. I just didn't really eat, or anytime I ate, not even a lot, like a little bowl of food, I would throw up. I felt like it was just too much food for me. And then second trimester has just been smooth sailing. I have my energy. I've been cleaning and prepping and taking the opportunity with this energy, because I was so tired during first trimester, this energy just to like organize and just prepare for the baby, because I feel like once third trimester hit, that tiredness will kick back in and I'll just be 10 times slower. So I'm someone who likes to be productive as much as I can. So it's crazy. We're in a really big chapter of our life, but we're really excited. And I don't even think I mentioned this, the baby's due in May, early May, really close to my birthday. So I'm hoping that I don't give birth on my birthday, because, you know, I like to keep that day to myself. But I'm really excited to document more this year. I definitely want to share more of preparing for motherhood, you know, living a little bit more minimalist, doing a little bit more home content. I feel like that's definitely what I've been loving. Maybe some fashion content if I'm really feeling it, but I'm really trying to not buy as much clothes, buy things that I need versus things that I want. We'll see, but I'm hoping to be able to share and document more of our lives this year, starting this year. It's definitely something that I've been thinking about and wanting to do. So I think this is a really great chapter to start on. I feel like I've been so on and off on YouTube, and I feel like this year I just want to share. But I think I just love documenting and just sharing in general, that I think it'll just be fun for me to do so. And it's my way of a creative outlet while juggling the reality of life. But definitely a lot more content to come, and I'm definitely excited to share a lot more with you guys. And please, any new parents out there, please share any tips, because I feel like I'm reading tips left and right, and sometimes I feel like it frazzles my brain a little bit. So if you have your top 10 or top 5 tips, please leave in the comments. I will definitely appreciate each and every one of them. But I will see you guys in our next video. Thank you for watching, and excited for this new chapter. Okay, bye.